Introduction to Secrets of the Stealth Wealthy: How Everyday Millionaires Build Lasting Fortunes. Welcome. I'm thrilled you've picked up Secrets of the Stealth Wealthy. For years, I've helped people unlock their potential, find their passion, and build a life of purpose. Now, I want to help you understand a crucial piece of the puzzle: wealth. Not the flashy kind you see on TV, but the lasting, fulfilling wealth that comes from deliberate choices and a mindful approach to money. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. Forget chasing overnight success stories that leave you feeling empty and broke. This book is about the stealth wealthy, the everyday millionaires who live unassuming lives. They aren't driving Lamborghinis or vacationing in exotic locales every other week. They're your neighbors, your teachers, your local business owners. They built their fortunes through consistent effort, smart planning, and a mindset that prioritizes long-term security over fleeting trends. Secrets of the Stealth Wealthy tears down the myths surrounding millionaires. You'll discover that you don't need a high-powered career, a trust fund, or a stroke of sheer luck to achieve financial independence. You only need awareness of some important principles that helps grow wealth. Within these pages, we'll explore the key habits, beliefs, and strategies that separate the stealth wealthy from the rest. We'll delve into topics like understanding your personal financial landscape, the power of budgeting, and mindful spending, cultivating a savings mindset to utilize power of compounding, investing wisely, avoiding debt traps, focusing on building assets that generate passive income, and much more, always with practical examples and actionable steps that you can implement immediately. This book is more than just about money. It's about freedom. It's about having the resources to pursue your passions, support your loved ones, and live a life on your own terms. It's about building a future where you're in control, not controlled by financial anxieties. By the end of this journey, you'll be equipped with the knowledge and the tools to identify and adopt the core principles of the stealth wealthy, learn how they think, how they save, and how they invest. Develop a personalized financial plan. Create a roadmap to achieve your specific financial goals. Master the art of budgeting and mindful spending. Take control of your finances and eliminate unnecessary expenses. Learn to invest with confidence. Understand the basics of investing and make informed decisions. Build a legacy. Pass your knowledge and wealth to future generations to come. Cultivate a long-term wealth mindset. Develop the beliefs and habits needed to sustain your financial success. This book is not just an explanation of wealth. It's an invitation to a richer, more fulfilling life. So turn the page with an open mind and a commitment to change. The secrets of the stealth wealthy are waiting to be unlocked. Your journey to financial independence starts now. Join me! All right, let's dive in. Get ready to shatter some myths and unlock a whole new perspective on wealth. Chapter 1. Beyond the Bling. Defining Stealth Wealth. Hey there, future financial rockstar. Are you ready to see wealth in a completely different light? Good. Because what most people think wealth looks like is often a total illusion. Forget the Lamborghinis, the designer handbags, and the mansions you see plastered all over social media. That's often just perceived wealth, maybe a hefty loan payment, a depreciating asset, or just plain keeping up appearances. We're talking about stealth wealth. This isn't about shouting from the rooftops, it's about quietly, consistently building a solid financial foundation. Stealth wealth is about substance over show. It's about financial security quietly building over time, unseen by most. What do they care about? Financial independence, not keeping up appearances. Think of John. He drives a 5-year-old Toyota, lives in a modest home, and shops for sales. You wouldn't peg him as wealthy, would you? But John has been diligently saving, investing, and living below his means for years. He's a millionaire. He achieved stealth wealth by building his financial security in silence. Then there's someone like Linda, always in the latest fashion, drives a new car every 2 years, and vacations in exotic locations. She looks incredibly wealthy, doesn't she? But Linda is constantly stressed about money, high debt, credit card balances, and little to no savings. This is the key difference. John is wealthy. Linda appears wealthy. One is building a secure future, the other is chasing a fleeting image. Stealth wealth is about having real financial assets, a healthy investment portfolio, a paid-off home, and the freedom to make choices without financial strain. It's about building a life on your own terms, free from the trap of consumerism and the pressure to impress others. So, are you ready to ditch the bling and start building real wealth? All right, champions, get ready to unleash the financial titan within. This is where the magic truly begins. We're diving into the world of tiny habits, those seemingly insignificant actions that, over time, have the power to make or break your financial destiny. Chapter 2, The Latte Factor and Beyond. Small habits, big impact. Think about it. That daily latte. Seems harmless, right? A little treat? A pick-me-up? Absolutely. But let's pull back the curtain and expose the truth. We're talking about the latte factor. The phenomenon where small, everyday expenses, when consistently repeated, transform into huge sums of money over time. Imagine this. You spend $5 on a latte every single day. Let's keep it simple. That's $35 a week. Hold on, don't faint yet. That's roughly $140 a month and $1,680 in a year. Now, instead of sipping that latte, imagine that money invested wisely. Over 10, 20, even 30-plus years, with the power of compounding, you could be looking at tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Crazy, right? A simple example is Harry. A young professional buys a cup of coffee $5 every day. Over a time period, he noticed that he is unable to invest and has trouble saving. With the help of a friend, Harry tracked all expenses for a month and understood that most of the money is spent over coffee. Harry reduced from daily coffee to twice a week and eventually was able to meet his monthly investment goals. But it's not just lattes. Think about those impulse buys, subscription services you barely use, that extra appetizer you didn't really need. It all adds up. They are stealthy, silent wealth destroyers. So how do we fight back? It's time for some empowering action. 1. Track, track, track. You cannot control what you don't measure. For 1 week, diligently track every single penny you spend. Use an app, a spreadsheet, a notebook. Whatever works for you. At the end of the week, review your spending. Be honest with yourself. 2. Identify the culprits. What are the lattes in your life? The unnecessary expenses that are draining your wealth? Are there small cutbacks that you can make? No need to cut it all. Maybe reduced usage is sufficient. 3. Redirect and thrive. Here's the fun part. Once you've identified those expenses, figure out how much you can save each month. Then, direct that money to where it truly belongs, towards your wealth-building goals. Invest it, pay off debt, create a future that excites you. This isn't about deprivation. It's about making conscious choices and channeling your resources towards what truly matters. Small changes today lead to a huge financial impact tomorrow. All right, champion, let's dive headfirst into Chapter 3. Living below your means, the foundation of financial freedom. Listen up, because this isn't just financial advice. It's a life hack. Imagine financial freedom as a gigantic, delicious pizza. Living below your means? That's the crust. Without a solid crust, that pizza collapses into a messy pile. Same with your finances. So what does it mean? It's simple. Spend less than you earn. Mind-blowing, right? But here's the kicker. Most people don't. They fall into the trap of more money, more problems, more spending. Let's talk budgeting. Think of it as your money GPS. Where's it going? You can't reach your destination if you don't know where you're starting from. Apps and spreadsheets are your friends. Track every dollar. Be honest. No fudging the numbers. Don't just blindly subscribe to that streaming service or gym membership. Do a quick cost-benefit analysis. How frequently do you use them? Next, negotiate like a boss. Everything is negotiable, from cell phone bills to cable. A simple phone call can save you serious cash. Ask for discounts, comparison shop, and be willing to walk away. Now the sneaky villain, lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, and suddenly you need a bigger house, a fancier car, designer clothes. No, resist. Your income went up? Great. Increase your savings, not your spending. That's the secret sauce right there. Put the additional money towards your investment goals or paying off your high-interest consumer debts. Finally, your emergency fund. Think of it as your financial superhero cape. Stuff happens. Cars break down, jobs get lost, surprise doctor bills arrive. Having 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved means you can handle life's curveballs without going into debt. Living below your means isn't about deprivation. It's about liberation. It's about taking control, making conscious choices, and building a future where you call the shots. It's your first step on the road of financial freedom. Now, let's get after it. All right, champions. Buckle up because we're about to unlock the power of planning. This isn't just about wishing for a beach house. It's about building a financial empire, brick by calculated brick. Chapter 4, The Power of Planning, Setting Smart Financial Goals. Listen up. You need a map to reach your destination, right? Same deal with your money. Waving your hand and saying, "I want to be rich," won't cut it. That's where SMART goals come in. They're your financial GPS, steering you towards success. SMART is an acronym, and it stands for specific. Don't say, "I want to save money." Say, "I want to save $5,000. Be crystal clear. Measurable. How will you know when you've achieved it? Track your progress. See that number go up. That's motivating. Achievable. Dreaming big is great, but start realistically. Don't aim to save $1 million next month. Aim for something you can actually do. Relevant. Does this goal align with your bigger picture? Saving for a course that will advance your career is relevant. Buying that designer bag, maybe not so much. Time-bound. When will you reach this goal? Put a deadline on it. I want to save $5,000 by December 31st. Boom, now we're talking. Let's see that in action. Imagine John wants to buy a car. A vague plan would be, "I want to save for a car." A SMART goal would be, "I will save $300 each month for 18 months to have $5,400 for a down payment on a used car by December 2025. See the difference? Suddenly, it's not just a wish, it's a concrete path. Now visualize. Close your eyes and see that vacation you're saving for. Feel the sand between your toes. Imagine sipping that exotic drink. That's your fuel. Keep that image in your mind's eye. It'll keep you going when things get tough. Finally, break it down. A big goal can be overwhelming. Chop it into smaller, manageable steps. Saving $5,000 in a year? That's roughly $417 a month. Easy to calculate and track. Suddenly it feels less daunting, right? One step at a time, my friend. One step at a time. Visualization plus SMART goals plus small steps equals financial domination. All right, champions of fortune, let's demolish some debt. Are you ready to finally take control and say goodbye to those pesky bills hanging over your head? Good, I can feel your energy already. Chapter 5, Debt Demolition, Conquering Consumer Debt. Debt, especially consumer debt like credit cards and car loans, is a wealth-killing monster. It's time to grab your financial sword and shield and slay this beast. Forget admiring those who look rich. Let's build something solid. First, understand this. Not all debt is created equal. Mortgage debt can be okay if managed wisely, but high-interest consumer debt is the enemy. Think of it like this. You are paying extra money every month without owning anything of value. So how do we conquer it? Two powerful methods you need to know. 1. The debt snowball. List all your debts, smallest to largest, regardless of interest rate. Attack the smallest debt fiercely. Throw every extra dollar you can find at it. Once it's gone, bam, that's a victory. That feeling of accomplishment fuels you. Then, take what you were paying on that debt and add it to the minimum payment of the next smallest. Keep snowballing until you crush them all. 2. The debt avalanche. This is the mathematically optimal approach. List your debts by interest rate, highest to lowest. Attack the highest interest rate debt first. This saves you the most money in the long run. Which method is better? Honestly, the one you'll stick to. If you need quick wins to stay motivated, the snowball is your friend. Mathematically driven? Avalanche it is. Real-world example. Let's say Johnny has these debts. Credit card, $500 balance, 18% interest. Car loan, $5,000 balance, 5% interest. Using the snowball, he'd attack the credit card first. Using the avalanche, he'd tackle the credit card too because of the higher interest, despite the smaller amount. Beyond the method. Negotiate. Call your credit card companies and ask for a lower interest rate. You'd be surprised how often they say yes, especially if you have a good payment history. Budget like a boss. Know where every dollar is going. Cut unnecessary expenses. Expensive coffee can be one. Apply that savings to debt. Avoid future debt. This is crucial. Stop the bleeding. No more impulse buys. No more charging things you can't afford. Debt demolition isn't easy, but it's absolutely achievable with dedication and the right plan. Now, go forth and conquer. You got this. I believe in you. All right, champions. Let's dive into Chapter 6, Investing for the Long Haul, the Magic of Compounding. Listen up, because this is where the real magic happens. You know that feeling when you leave a little sugar out for ants, and suddenly, bam, you have a full-blown ant convention on your counter? That, my friends, is kind of like compounding. Compounding is essentially earning interest on your interest. Think of it like planting a money tree. You plant the seed, your initial investment, it grows and bears fruit, interest. Then, you replant that fruit, and bam! More trees, more fruit. It's a snowball effect, and it's how average Joes and Janes become financially secure. Starting early is your superpower. Seriously, time is your best friend here. The earlier you start, the less you need to invest to reach your goals. Even if you only start with a small amount. Start! Don't wait until you think you have enough. Every dollar counts, and time amplifies its power. The basics: stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Don't panic. Stocks. Think of them as pieces of ownership in a company. If the company does well, your piece becomes more valuable. Bonds. Lending money to a company or government. They pay you back with interest. Generally less risky than stocks, but also lower returns. Mutual funds. A basket of stocks and/or bonds managed by professionals. A great way to diversify and let someone else do the heavy lifting. Buy and hold. It's not sexy, but it's effective. Forget trying to time the market. That's a sucker's game. Instead, adopt a buy and hold strategy. This means you invest in things you believe in, long-term, and hold on to them even when the market dips. Ride the waves. Downturns are just opportunities to buy more at lower prices. Emotional investing, the enemy. Fear and greed are your enemies. Don't panic sell when the market drops. Don't get overly excited when it skyrockets and start making impulsive decisions. Stick to your plan. Remember the ant example? We need to place tiny sugars consistently. Investing can feel daunting, but I believe in you. Let's do this. All right, champions. Your main gig is cool, pays the bills. But are we just stopping there? No way. We're building empires here, and that means thinking beyond the 9 to 5. This chapter is all about cranking up your income with side hustles and passive income gold mines. Think of your main job as first gear. Good for getting started, but you need to shift to higher gears to really accelerate towards financial freedom. Side hustles are your second and third gears, active ways to make more money. Passive income? That's overdrive, baby. Money making money while you sleep. First, let's dig into your skill set. What are you good at? What do you enjoy? This isn't about forcing yourself to do something you hate. The best side hustles are built on passion and expertise. Freelancing is huge. Got writing skills, design chops, code ninja? Websites like Upwork and Fiverr are overflowing with opportunities. Evenings, weekends, carve out the time and get. PAD. Online courses are another gold mine. Got specialized knowledge? Package it into a course on platforms like Teachable or Udemy. Upload it once, and it can generate income for years. Rental properties? Now we're talking long-term wealth. It takes capital to start, but with smart management, you can build a portfolio that spits out passive income month after month. Don't be scared to experiment. Try different things. Not everything will be a winner, and that's okay. The point is to get started. Don't let fear hold you back from exploring these possibilities. Remember, small, consistent action is the key. Start small. Learn, adapt, and grow. Financial freedom awaits. Okay, listen up, champions. This is where the rubber meets the road. You've built your foundation, you're slaying debt, and you're investing like a pro. Now we're diving deep into the mindset that separates the truly wealthy from those just acting wealthy. Chapter 8, The Frugal Millionaire Mindset, Value over Flash. Forget the Instagram show. Forget the pressure to impress. We're talking about real wealth, the kind that lets you sleep soundly at night. This isn't about being cheap. It's about being smart. It's about understanding the true value of things versus their perceived status. Think about it. That flashy watch doesn't make you more punctual. That designer handbag doesn't magically make you more competent. Real wealth understands this. It's about prioritizing experiences, future security, and freedom over fleeting material possessions. The key? Contentment. Being happy with what you have doesn't mean you stop striving. It means you appreciate the blessings in your life right now. It means you're not constantly chasing the next shiny object, fueled by envy and insecurity. Avoid the Joneses trap. Stop trying to keep up with your neighbors. Their happiness is a facade, often built on debt and desperate attempts to impress. Focus on your goals, your values, and your financial future. Example, let's say two friends, John and David, both earn the same nice salary. John buys a new car every other year and takes out a loan each time. David drives his older, reliable car, invests the money, and grows his wealth. Who has more financial freedom? David, hands down, without a doubt. Embrace delayed gratification. Think long-term. Value experiences over things. This is how you build a fortress of financial security, brick by frugal brick. Now go out there and build your empire of value, one smart decision at a time. You got this! All right, champions. Are you ready to unlock the secrets to building wealth? One smart decision at a time? Let's dive into Chapter 9, The Home Sweet Home Advantage, Making Wise Housing Decisions. Listen up. Your home. It's more than just a roof over your head. It's potentially your biggest financial lever. We're talking about a major piece of the financial puzzle, and it's crucial to get it right. First, the big question, rent or buy? There's no one-size-fits-all answer. Don't blindly follow the crowd. Let's look at the facts. Renting offers flexibility. Job change? No problem. But you're throwing money away monthly. Buying builds equity, which can be huge, but that comes with responsibility, repairs, property taxes, the whole shebang. Consider this. Mark, a young professional, felt pressured to buy a fancy apartment immediately after landing his dream job. He stretched his budget thin, eating ramen to afford the mortgage. Meanwhile, his buddy Alex rented a smaller place, invested the difference, and is now comfortably building his portfolio. Choosing the right location. Location, location, location. Don't chase the biggest house you can afford in the middle of nowhere. Think about resale value, schools, even if you don't have kids, commute times, and local amenities. A smaller house in a great neighborhood beats a McMansion in a dead-end street any day. Avoiding the overspending trap. This is where many people fail. Don't let your emotions drive your decisions. Just because the bank approves you for a huge mortgage doesn't mean you should take it. Be honest with yourself. Can you really afford those granite countertops in that sprawling backyard? Remember, living below your means is the name of the game. Think about it. Lisa dreamed of a gourmet kitchen but ended up overextending herself to get it. She became house poor, unable to invest or even enjoy her beautiful kitchen due to stress. John, on the other hand, bought a modest home and used the difference to invest and travel guilt-free. Investing in real estate can create phenomenal wealth, but only if you approach it with your eyes wide open. Make sure it is creating wealth for you and not becoming a wealth liability. Take control of your future, my friends. Make wise housing decisions. Be a savvy homeowner or a strategic renter. Every smart move gets you closer to financial freedom. Let's go! All right, champions, buckle up, because in this chapter, we're tackling the dreaded car conundrum. We're going to show you how to navigate the auto jungle without getting eaten alive by depreciation. Think of a new car like a bar of soap. The more you use it, the smaller it gets. Only with a car, instead of shrinking, it loses value. And it loses a lot, fast. The secret? Delay gratification. You want a shiny new toy? Great! Work towards it, but understand the hit your wallet will take. Here's what you need to know. Used is the new. Seriously, let someone else take the initial depreciation hit. A well-maintained, slightly used car can save you thousands and still get you from A to B. My friend David picked up a 3-year-old sedan for half the price of a brand new one. It ran like a dream and saved him a fortune. Love your ride, regular maintenance is key. Oil changes, tire rotations, tune-ups. They're not just chores, they're investments. A well-maintained car lasts longer and holds its value better. Upgrade? Maybe not. Resist the urge for every bell and whistle. Those fancy sound systems and navigation systems might seem amazing now, but will they really matter in 5 years? Probably not. Focus on reliability and practicality. Consider alternatives. Is a car always necessary? Explore public transport, cycling, or even walking. If you only need a car occasionally, consider renting instead of owning. Remember, every dollar saved on a car is a dollar that can be invested. Don't let your ride turn into a financial nightmare. Be smart, be strategic, and take control of your car conundrum. You got this. All right, champions. Buckle up, because we're diving into enemy territory. Retail, but fear not. This isn't a battle of brute force. It's a game of wit, strategy, and the sheer audacity to ask, can I get a better price? Welcome to Chapter 11. Negotiating like a pro. Getting the best deals on everything. Think of every dollar you save as a little soldier marching towards your financial freedom. And negotiation? That's your secret weapon. We're not talking about being stingy, we're talking about being smart. It's about recognizing the value of your hard-earned money. So how do we become master negotiators? First, do your homework. This isn't just about a quick Google search. Research prices online, check competitor ads, and understand the standard market rate for what you want. Knowledge is power, my friends. Imagine wanting a new TV. Don't just walk into a store blind. See what the average price is online and at other local stores. Screenshot that information. That's your ammo. Next, ask for the discount. Sounds simple, right? But the hardest part is often just opening your mouth. Don't be shy. Be polite. Be friendly. But be direct. I love this TV, but I saw it at Electronics Emporium for a slightly lower price. Can you match it? Or, is there any wiggle room on the price? You'd be surprised how often this simple question works. Remember, it's not personal. See it as a conversation. The salesperson has a job. You have a job to get the best price. Act accordingly. The power of silence after you make an offer. Shut up. Let them respond. Don't fill the silence with justifications or excuses. The silence often forces the other person to make a concession. Build rapport. Treat the person honestly and with respect. Friendliness can go a long way. Know when to walk away. This is huge. If they won't budge on the price, and you're not comfortable paying it, be prepared to walk away. Sometimes walking away is the best negotiating tactic. It shows you're serious, and it might just prompt them to reconsider. Imagine a mechanic trying to charge you for an unnecessary repair. That's not in my budget. Thanks for the quote. I'll get a second opinion. Boom. Suddenly, that unnecessary repair might magically disappear. Leverage imperfections. See a scratch? A dent? Use it. This is beautiful, but I noticed this small defect. Could we get a discount due to the minor damage? From negotiating a better cell phone plan to asking for a discount on car repairs, these skills are applicable everywhere. Remember, champions, you're not just saving pennies, you're building a future. Now go out there and negotiate like the financial gladiators you are. I'm rooting for you. All right, champions, buckle up, because in this chapter, we're talking about the ultimate investment, yourself. Forget stocks, forget real estate for a second. The absolute highest return you can get is by betting on you. Let's dive into why education, in all its forms, is your secret weapon to financial freedom. Chapter 12. The Power of Education, Investing in Yourself. Listen, folks, that 9-to-5 grind is only one piece of the puzzle. Want to supercharge your income? Want to become invaluable? Then you've got to invest in your skills and knowledge. Think of it like upgrading your software. You wouldn't run an old operating system on a new computer, would you? Your brain is your personal supercomputer, and education is the upgrade. We're not just talking about dusty textbooks and stuffy classrooms, though formal education is cool too. Education today is everywhere. Online courses, workshops, even YouTube tutorials can boost your earning potential. The key is to be strategic. So where do you start? Well, first, what excites you? What are you genuinely curious about? That's a huge clue. Second, what skills are hot in your field, or even in a field you'd like to be in? Think about the future, not just the present. Technology is changing everything. Are you keeping up? Let's say John is a fantastic marketing assistant. He's great at his job, but he notices that social media marketing is exploding. He decides to dedicate an hour each day to online courses and certifications in social media marketing. Within a year, he's not just managing social media, he's leading campaigns and earning a much higher salary. Boom! Another example, Maria wants to improve her communication skills. She actively joined public speaking classes and workshops. Within 6 months, she feels more confident while speaking in public, and that helps to get a promotion in her job. The point is simple. Identify the skills that are in demand, skills that complement your natural talents, and skills that fuel your passion. Then, go get 'em! Leverage your education to advance your career, launch a side hustle, or even start your own business. Stop thinking of education as a chore. It's an opportunity. Seize it. On the sea. All right, champions, let's talk about something super important. Protecting what you've worked so hard to build. You're on your way to financial freedom, and we're not letting anything, and I mean anything, derail your progress. This chapter is all about making sure your hard-earned money and possessions are shielded from life's inevitable curveballs. We're talking about insurance and estate planning. Think of it as your financial fortress. Insurance, your shield against the unexpected. Life is going to throw things at you, but you don't have to be worried. It's a fact. That's why insurance is your financial bodyguard, stepping in when things go wrong. Now, I'm not talking about over-insuring every little thing. We're being smart and strategic. Health insurance. This is non-negotiable. A major medical event without health insurance can wipe you out financially. Think of it as an investment in your well-being and your financial future. Get the best coverage you can afford and understand your policy. Life insurance. If you have dependents, a family relying on your income, life insurance is crucial. It provides a safety net for them if something happens to you. Term life insurance is often the most affordable and straightforward option. Property insurance. Whether you're renting or own a home, property insurance protects your belongings and your dwelling from damage. Homeowners covers your house structure, whereas renters covers your personal belonging in case of fire or theft. Estate planning, taking charge of your legacy. You've built an amazing life. Estate planning ensures your wishes are honored and your loved ones are taken care of. The will. This is the cornerstone of estate planning. It dictates how your assets are distributed after you're gone. Without a will, the state decides for you. Don't let that happen. Spell things out clearly and update it regularly as your life changes. Power of attorney. A power of attorney designates someone to make financial and medical decisions on your behalf if you become incapacitated. It's essential for having a plan in place if you can't manage your own affairs. Talk to a legal professional. See, it all sounds complex, but can be straightforward and simple. Building wealth isn't just about making money, it's about protecting it. So take action, get informed, and secure your financial future. All right, champions, let's talk about giving back. This isn't just about money, it's about purpose. Chapter 14, Giving Back, the Joy of Philanthropy and Legacy Building. You've worked hard, smart, and frugally. You're building wealth, but I'm here to shout that true wealth goes beyond your bank account. It's about what you leave behind and the impact you have on the world. This chapter is all about giving back and crafting a legacy that whispers long after you're gone. Think about what truly sparks joy in your heart. Is it helping children? Protecting animals? Supporting the arts? Fighting poverty? The possibilities are endless. Now, how can you contribute? Giving your time and talent. You don't need millions to make a difference. Volunteer your time somewhere. Tutor a child, coach a sports team, serve meals at a shelter. Your time is precious, making it a valuable gift. Example, Mike, a retired engineer, volunteers at a local school STEM program, inspiring the next generation. Financial contributions, even small, consistent donations ADDUP. Choose charities wisely. Research their effectiveness. Example, Maria, after years of sticking to her budget, now regularly donates a portion of her investment earnings to a scholarship fund for underprivileged students. Mentoring. Share your knowledge and experience. Guide someone who's just starting their journey. It's one of the most rewarding ways to leave a legacy. Example: David, who built a successful business from scratch, mentors young entrepreneurs, helping them navigate the challenges of starting their own companies. Leaving a legacy. Think about what values are most important to you. What impact do you want to make for future generations? Planned giving through your will or estate will help ensure this. This is about more than just money. It's about your values. Giving back is a powerful secret weapon. It infuses your life with purpose and meaning. The feel-good factor is huge. The joy of knowing you're making a difference is unparalleled. Don't wait. Start small. Start today. Find your passion. Find your cause. Give your time, your talent, or your treasure. Start building your legacy now. You've got this. Go out there and make the world a better place. I believe in you. All right, champion. You've made it this far. You've got your financial foundations laid. You're hustling, you're saving, and you're investing. Fantastic. But the game isn't over. It's a long-term journey, a marathon, not a sprint. And in any marathon, you're going to hit some walls. This chapter is all about staying the course, keeping that fire burning, and dodging those common pitfalls that can trip you up. First, celebrate your wins. Landed a new client for your side hustle? Paid off a credit card? Reached a saving goal milestone? Acknowledge it. Treat yourself, within reason, of course. Maybe a nice home-cooked meal, or a relaxing evening, not a diamond bracelet. Celebrating milestones fuels your motivation and reminds you why you're doing this. Next, when, not if, you stumble, don't beat yourself up. Everyone makes mistakes. The key is to learn from them. Did you make a rash investment that didn't pan out? Analyze what went wrong. Were you tempted by a shiny new gadget and blew your budget? Understand the trigger. Turn those mistakes into valuable lessons. Remember why you started this journey in the first place. Dig deep and reconnect with your dreams. Is it financial freedom, to spend more time with loved ones? Is it sending your kids to college without debt? Write it down, visualize it, put it somewhere you see it every day. This will act as your compass when the going gets tough. Beware of lifestyle creep. As your income increases, temptation to upgrade everything will also grow. Resist. Just because you can afford a fancier car or a bigger house doesn't mean you should. Stick to your frugal principles. Finally, find your financial tribe. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who support your goals. Share successes, discuss challenges, and hold each other accountable. Having a community makes the journey less lonely and provides invaluable encouragement. You got this! Keep learning, keep growing, and keep moving forward. Your financial dream is within reach.